The first 3.4 banner is here, with already stacked characters. However, in a few days, we will be getting 2 more stacked characters, Saber and Archer. So Archer in particular will be free upon the banner release, which means everyone will have him and everyone should build him. He's a very good hunt unit. So, enough stalling. Let's get into his best Lightcones, Relics, Teamcomps, and Eidolon value. Starting with his Lightcones, his signature is quote-unquote free. I mean, if you pull a total of 200 times throughout version 3.4, you'll receive his signature Lightcone. It says right here for every banner. Now, it is a lot of pulls. So thankfully he does not need his sig to be broken. That being said, it is his best. It has about a 10 to 12% damage increase over cruising, which most people will be using. It's free from the Herda shop, it's his best free-to-play option, and it's fairly close to his sig in performance if you can maintain the passive. Since everyone should have this Lightcone at S5 by now, nothing else should be used. It's just not worth it. But if you want, Topaz's sig is great, Dr. Ratio sig is also great. Both of these perform a little better than cruising. The new Hunt Battle Pass Lightcone is good if you bought it, and if you really have none of those, use Subscribe for more. It's surprisingly decent. Now, relics are super simple. Use the Quantum set, nothing else, and run either Rudolin or Salsado. Both are equal in performance, so run whatever has better substats, although I do suggest farming Rudolin because no one uses the Belobog set, and so many supports can run Broken Keel. Now main stats, Archer wants crit on the body. Crit rate is more valuable since he gets a ton of crit damage from his kit, but either rate or damage works, whatever you want. Attack percent on the boots, he doesn't need speed unless you're running a +1 with Sunday or Bronya, but I don't really suggest that. Quantum damage or attack percent on the orb, since he gets a lot of damage percent elsewhere, and attack percent on the rope. Substat priority is speed if you want him +1, but besides that, crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent are all that matter. Again, with more of an emphasis on crit rate because he does very few big attacks instead of many attacks. Let's move on to team comps. So, Archer is a carry main DPS. He consumes a ton of skill points, so Sparkle will be his best premium support, combining action advance and SP regen among other buffs. Sunday is also very good, being the strongest action advancer. Bronya is okay. Playing around skill points will be annoying, so I don't really recommend it unless you have E1, S1, or both, because Hanya is generally better. She regens a ton of skill points and provides decent buffs. So in Archer's first slot, either Sparkle, Sunday, or Hanya is perfect. Second buffer can be another action advancer or Tribby, Ranmei, Silverwolf, Cypher. Any of those work great. Then for the sustain slot, I really only suggest Gallagher for his SP generation. Besides him, the rest of the sustains are just okay. If you're looking for his best premium hypercarry comp, it will be with Sparkle, Sunday, and Gallagher, while his best free-to-play comp will be with Hanya, Gallagher, and either Bronya, again if you have E1 or S1 or both, but you could also use Pela in that second support slot. Now the final section, Eidolon value. So E1 is one of his best. If he can get 3 skills within 1 turn, he recovers 2 skill points to do another skill. So all you need is 6 skill points to trigger this, which is pretty easy. Archer does increase the limit by 2, so you don't need Sparkle. But this Eidolon is just a pretty big damage boost since it's a free 4th skill if you can build 6 skill points at the beginning of his turn. It also makes Rudolin Arena much more valuable, because he'll be doing a lot more skills. E2, when he ults, reduces enemy quantum resistance by 20% and implants quantum weakness. Besides a damage increase, this only really changes how strong Cypher is, since she's really the only support unit for him that has good personal damage, being a quantum character. And it also makes him kind of viable in content that's not quantum weak, because he can implant by himself. E4 is just 150% increase in ultimate damage. That's it. It's just a big DPS increase to his ult, which isn't that crazy. It's nice, but pretty bad E4. Then finally E6. When his turn begins, recovers a skill point, his skill buff stack increases by 1, so instead of a maximum of 200% on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th skill, it's now 200% on the 3rd skill and 300% on the 4th and 5th skill. And finally 20% defense ignore on those skills. So of course, as usual, his E6 breaks him, and he just does stupid amounts of damage. Plus that extra SP recovery is really nice, possibly opening up different team comps that don't really rely so much on Sparkle or Hanya. But that's Archer. Don't miss him, he's great, he's free, make sure you get him, build him, he's Dr. Ratio 2.0.